Chosen one, stop what you are doing right now. Please do not scroll past this message today. I need your complete attention for the next few minutes. Heaven intercepted your timeline today because something profound is happening inside your physical body, and you desperately need to understand it. You are not sick, and you are definitely not losing your mind. That deep exhaustion you feel in your bones is actually a massive spiritual activation taking place. For the last 72 hours, you have felt a strange, heavy pressure. Your sleep has been violently interrupted between 3 and 4 in the morning. During the day, you walk around with a thick fog wrapping around your mind. You thought it was just everyday stress, but heaven wants to completely reframe your reality right now. This is not a worldly condition that you can fix with normal rest. This is a divine appointment designed specifically for your soul. God placed a specific and powerful gift inside your spirit before you were even born. You were never meant to live an ordinary or quiet life. You are a celestial being operating directly in dangerous enemy territory. And that sacred gift you carry was always designed to break generational cycles of poverty and pain for your entire bloodline. When you were a child, you felt this power flowing freely through you. Your mind was sharp, and your intuition was incredibly loud and accurate. You saw things and knew things that the adults around you could not explain. But then something terrible happened as you grew older. The world around you began to slowly turn off that brilliant light. The enemy used the heavy noise of modern society to silence your original frequency, making you forget who you truly are. You started to feel disconnected from that magical flow state you once knew so well. You felt like your true potential was locked behind a heavy iron door. Every day you wake up knowing you are meant for absolute greatness, but you constantly feel like you are running on empty. You give and you give to everyone around you until your soul is completely drained. I am here to validate exactly what you are experiencing right now, because 3 nights ago heaven sent a massive shockwave into your spiritual DNA, and the gift inside you just switched back on. Your dormant frequency is violently waking up from its long slumber. This is exactly why your physical body is reacting with such extreme exhaustion today. Your nervous system is recalibrating to handle the weight of this massive glory. The enemy is terrified because he knows exactly what happens when you fully awaken. He wants you to believe you are just tired, but he is desperately trying to make you give up right before the ultimate breakthrough manifests. Do not believe his dark lies for a single second. Your exhaustion is actually the ultimate proof of your incoming victory. That innate gift is a frequency that science actually calls the gamma brainwave. It is the God-given ability to operate in pure genius and divine alignment. You are one of the rare chosen ones who naturally possess a high baseline of this sacred frequency. But years of trauma and earthly noise forced it into a deep and heavy sleep. Now heaven is demanding that it wakes up and takes absolute control of your reality. You are about to shift the atmosphere everywhere you go. Before we go any deeper into the root cause of this suppression, I need to be completely transparent. I am not going to build a long mystery today just to sell you something at the end. I respect your time and your divine journey far too much for that game. Some of you already feel a massive pull in your spirit right now, because you know you need a physical anchor to help you restore this frequency. Let me be very direct about what exists for you. Dr. Robert Lake discovered a precise way to help chosen ones exactly like you. He created a powerful protocol called the Genius Song. It uses advanced brain entrainment technology to safely and effectively reactivate your dormant gamma frequency. The research behind this profound tool involves leading institutions like MIT and Princeton. It simply turns off the stress signals and turns your original genius back on. You just sit in silence and let the frequency do all the heavy lifting. If your spirit tells you this is the exact tool you need, you can find the door waiting for you right now. The link is located in the top line of the description and in the pinned comment below. Please do not rush this decision and stay for the full message if you need more context about your spiritual journey. But if you know already, the universe has provided your master key. You have absolute permission to step through that door today. For those of you staying here is what comes next. We must expose exactly how the enemy managed to hijack your frequency in the first place. You need to understand the hidden mechanics of your own mind so you can fiercely protect it. Because the enemy uses a very specific tactic to keep chosen ones trapped in a cycle of endless delay. He uses the people closest to you to slowly drain your divine energy. We are going to break that open right now. Look back at your childhood for a moment. You were incredibly sharp and also deeply intuitive. You understood complex things completely without anyone explaining them to you, and you felt a pure and magical connection to the universe. But then something shifted as you grew up. That brilliant light started to fade into a heavy fog. You probably asked yourself why you suddenly felt so stuck. You blamed yourself for this loss of power. You thought you were just tired or lazy or dealing with worldly stress. But heaven wants to reframe this entire narrative for you today. You did not lose your edge by accident. You were specifically targeted by the enemy because of what you carry. The modern world was literally designed to shut your divine frequency down before you could ever use it to change the lives of the people around you. Science actually has a name for this exact phenomenon. Top researchers actually call it the decline effect. Around the age of 7, your brain naturally shifts its frequency. But for a chosen one, this shift is manipulated by the environment. The enemy uses the rigid structures of society to suppress your God-given gamma wave, and they force you into a lower and heavier state of survival. You became the ultimate emotional sponge for everyone else. You absorbed their chaos and carried their burdens on your own shoulders. This is why you feel so drained in crowded rooms or around certain family members. Your survival identity became a chronic people-pleaser. But that people-pleasing mask was never your true identity. You were simply wearing a very heavy armor to survive the wilderness while waiting patiently for heaven to call your name. This is intense spiritual warfare manifesting in your physical body. But you do not have to just take my word for it. Dr. Robert Lake spent over 30 years studying this exact decline in high-frequency individuals. He proved that the suppression of this genius wave causes chronic fatigue and brain fog. The spiritual realm and modern neuroscience are saying the exact same thing about your current condition, and they both confirm that you are not losing your mind. His research goes incredibly deep into the chosen one experience. Dr. Lake did not just create a single tool for this problem. He mapped out an entire system of restoration for your mind. He developed comprehensive protocols like the youthful brain to address the long-term effects of this suppression, ensuring that nothing is left broken. He proved that your original genius was never destroyed. Your divine God-given genius is truly only sleeping. The enemy is absolutely terrified that you are hearing this today. Listen to me very carefully and stay intensely focused. If you leave before the end, you will miss the exact revelation that breaks this cycle. The darkness relies on your ignorance to keep you trapped in that heavy fog. But the powerful light of heaven is piercing through that dark deception right this very moment, and it is finally setting your exhausted spirit completely free. Think about the intense isolation you have experienced recently. People you trusted suddenly walked away without any logical explanation. You felt rejected and completely abandoned in the dark. But heaven was actually executing a massive rescue mission on your behalf. Those were counterfeit connections sent by the enemy to keep your frequency anchored to the ground, and God removed them before they could completely destroy your holy destiny. God had to clear the room to protect your inner architecture. Your painful isolation is actually a form of divine insulation. You are a cycle breaker for your entire family bloodline. Your soul has been working overtime in the unseen realm to fight battles you cannot even see. And that is why your physical body feels incredibly heavy and exhausted today. You are walking a path that the greatest biblical heroes walked. Think of Moses in the silent desert or David hidden in the fields. They were stripped of worldly distractions so they could hear the voice of the Most High. You were hidden away so the world could not contaminate your sacred frequency. The lonely wilderness you survived was never a cruel punishment. It was a holy and necessary preparation for the massive glory that is about to fall upon your life and change your trajectory forever. This completely answers the question about your childhood power. Your gift did not disappear when you grew up. It was intentionally hidden by heaven to protect it from the enemy while you matured. You had to go through the fire to build the character required to carry this massive glory, because power without character will ultimately destroy the vessel holding it. The decline effect was just a temporary pause in your divine timeline. Your season of hidden preparation is officially coming to an end. The gift inside you is violently waking up to take back control. But there is still one major obstacle standing in your way. It is a hidden blocker buried deep inside your own subconscious mind. And if we do not expose it today, it will sabotage everything heaven is trying to release to you, keeping you stuck in the exact same painful cycle. Now, we must face the deepest truth that no one else will tell you. The ultimate enemy, stopping your breakthrough, is not just outside of you. It is a hidden agreement, buried deep inside your own mind. You have secretly agreed with the dark lie that you are somehow broken and fundamentally flawed. And for years you believed that you were simply not worthy of the massive spiritual calling placed upon your life. This is the absolute core of your daily exhaustion. You are a powerful celestial being who is constantly apologizing for taking up space in this world. You intentionally shrink your massive light down to a tiny spark, just to make small-minded people feel completely comfortable around you. But your gentleness was never meant to be a ceiling that limits your true potential. It was supposed to be the solid foundation of your unshakable holy authority. The enemy did not defeat you with a massive frontal attack. He defeated you by making you absolutely terrified of your own divine power. He convinced you that stepping fully into your ultimate greatness would cause everyone you love to abandon you forever. So, you compromised your sacred frequency to fit into toxic relationships that were actually starving your spirit and draining your life force. You traded your divine birthright for temporary earthly comfort. But heaven is forcefully breaking that toxic contract today. You have been wondering why your gift suddenly switched back on this week. You have been asking why the spiritual intensity in your life has increased so violently. The answer is that the timeline of the enemy has officially run out. God is bypassing your fear and forcing your spiritual evolution right now because the world desperately needs your light. You are no longer allowed to play small. The gift inside you is a highly calibrated spiritual discernment that operates on the gamma frequency. It is the raw power to shift the atmosphere of a room just by walking through the door. It is the profound ability to instantly see the hidden truth behind every single lie the enemy tries to tell you. This is why you are feeling so physically overwhelmed right now. Your nervous system is trying to process a massive upgrade. The old survival identity of the chronic people pleaser is burning to the ground. You are finally stepping into your true role as a demonstrated warrior of light. The sheer magnitude of this transition is exactly why your body is begging for deep rest and complete isolation. You are shedding a heavy skin that was never yours to wear in the first place. I need you to anchor your spirit to this profound truth. You are not following a divine plan because you are the divine plan. God did not create a blueprint and then try to squeeze you into it. He created your beautiful soul first and then formed the entire mission around your specific spiritual DNA. Every tear you cried and every betrayal you survived was used to forge your indestructible crown. The waiting room of your life is permanently closed. The days of begging for validation from people who cannot even see your spirit are completely over. You are stepping into a glorious season of accelerated fulfillment, where massive doors of opportunity will open automatically for you without any physical struggle or endless grinding. But to walk through those doors, you must intentionally align your heavy mind with this glorious new spiritual reality. You cannot step into tomorrow carrying the broken frequency of yesterday. Your spirit already knows exactly what it needs to do next, but your physical brain is still trapped in a loop of stress and trauma. The enemy wants to keep your nervous system locked in that lower state of anxiety. If he can keep your brain noisy, he can block the massive miracles that heaven is trying to deliver to your doorstep. This is exactly why you must take action to restore your natural genius wave. You have fully recognized the massive spiritual calling on your life. You have survived the painful fire of the long wilderness season. Now, you must bridge the final gap between your eternal spirit and your exhausted physical mind. There is a precise tool designed to completely silence that toxic earthly noise and awaken your divine potential, so you can finally walk in absolute victory. We must transition into exactly how you can claim this physical anchor right now. Listen to me as your guide and your trusted spiritual friend. The ultimate breakthrough you have been desperately praying for is finally standing right in front of you. You just need to give your tired mind the correct physical command to receive the fullness of this blessing. Let me show you exactly what heaven has prepared for your ultimate restoration. It is time to step out of the dark shadows and take your rightful place on the throne of your destiny. Remember earlier when I first mentioned the genius song? Now it is time to walk through exactly what this divine tool actually does for you. You were born with a rare and beautiful spiritual blueprint, and your mind was always meant to operate on the highest frequency available to humanity. The enemy tried to silence this frequency, but heaven is fighting back today. A 43-year-old teacher in Texas felt exactly like you do right now. She spent a decade helping others grow while she felt completely stuck in the mud. Her brain felt like a broken machine running at barely 30% power. But after using this tool for just 3 weeks, her brilliant ideas started flowing naturally again. She made massive life decisions in a single morning. Scientists at MIT and Princeton have studied this profound mental shift. They confirmed that specific sound frequencies can safely awaken dormant neural pathways. This is not some silly magic trick, because it is the precise science of brain entrainment designed to turn your gamma wave back on. It simply uses audio waves to clear away the toxic earthly static. You might think you have tried absolutely everything already to find peace. But traditional meditation requires your tired brain to change itself from the inside out. This protocol gently shifts your frequency from the outside in without any hard work, and I would never disrespect your current financial situation by ignoring the actual cost of healing. Let me tell you the full story of what this tool truly provides. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years developing this amazing masterpiece. He created the genius song to bypass the earthly noise and restore your original brilliance. You just put on stereo headphones and sit upright with your eyes closed for 7 quiet minutes a day. Most chosen ones notice their first major shift between 11 and 21 days. You will not become a completely different person overnight. You will simply return to who you were always meant to be before the trauma hit, because consistency is vastly more important than intensity when you are rebuilding your spiritual architecture. Traditional wellness clinics charge hundreds of dollars for a single biofeedback session, but this first phase is only $39. This is a highly intentional choice made by Dr. Lake to ensure ultimate accessibility for you. Other phases of his deep work involve different technologies and are priced differently, but this entry point was designed so financial stress does not stop you. You also receive 4 massive bonuses worth $80 in total, and your peace of mind is completely honored here with a 90-day guarantee. If your spirit does not feel the shift, you simply email the team for a full refund, and you get to keep all $80 in bonuses as a sincere apology for your time. The only actual risk is choosing to stay stuck in the dark. Every single day your gamma wave remains dormant is a day you live below your divine potential. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment with profound hope, and the decision does not need to be perfectly planned out right now. It just needs to be a brave step forward into the healing light. This audio protocol is phase 1 of a complete restoration sequence designed for your soul. Every chosen one must start at this exact foundation to build lasting power. You cannot skip ahead because your nervous system needs to stabilize this new frequency first, and the next door will only open when your spirit is fully ready to handle it. I must protect your journey before you take another step forward. The enemy always creates cheap decoys to distract you from your ultimate breakthrough. There are imitation audios online that contain absolutely no real entrainment technology, so the only verified source is waiting for you in the link below. The door is open in the description and the pinned comment of this video. Step through it today, if your weary spirit is finally calling you home to rest. When you complete your checkout, the next page may look like another offer. Please understand it is simply the second door in the healing system of Dr. Lake, and you should take a few moments to evaluate it quietly with your spirit. Whether you step through or pass by, both choices are deeply honored and respected here. Now, place your hand on your heart and receive this final blessing. I declare that the heavy fog is permanently lifted from your tired mind today. The vicious cycle of exhaustion is completely broken in the mighty name of the Most High. You are finally stepping into a beautiful season of unbelievable clarity and divine favor. The universe is currently preparing your soul for destiny's embrace. Subscribe to this channel right now so you do not miss the next prophetic instruction, because heaven is about to move mightily in your life and open massive doors. Stay incredibly strong and walk proudly in your brilliant divine light.